I walked over to him and sat in the spot and revealed, I don't want to get attached. We've had our share of miscarriages, and I am shutting down those emotions because I never want to feel the loss of a child again, even one who has not been born. I can still feel what it was like to lose our son in the other timeline. I know he is at the academy in this one, but I was there. I was piloting the space pod he was killed in. I know I didn't kill him. I know it was Erika, but I don't know that he is safe in this timeline either. She threatened to kill me in all the timelines. He pulled me closer, putting his arms around. That must be disconcerting, having the memories from the other timeline. It's almost as if you have post-traumatic stress disorder. I wonder if that is a thing among time travelers. I suspect it would be. He helped me to lie down next to him, leaning his head against mine. Erika, she was that woman your dad dated when you were younger. The Camrys say that he broke up with her because he saw her hitting me. I don't think so. She hit me, only me, never Aiden and Abby, only me, in front of him. He always blamed me, that I caused her to be upset. I think something else happened. I suspect, if I dug into it, I'd find that the Camrys sued for custody of me, maybe all three of us. He put his hand on my stomach and returned, but your mother is watching over her, and you have seen an image of her in the future. There are so many things that could go wrong. Just one wrong move, and we can mess up the timeline. What about the twin thing? How do you feel about Allie? Is that what you have been calling her? I remember her now. I remember how we used to get into Mom's makeup to cover Allie's birthmark, so we could switch places. I remember how we slept in the same bed because we could not sleep alone. I remember having a person who always understood and got me, although we were 5. I am sad I missed out on growing up with her. I knew there was a void in my life, but I didn't know it was because of her. She was brought onto the light years. She was in a bad accident. They had to do surgery on her. I think I have lost my connection with her. Not the telepathic link. That is still there, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel her get into the accident or be in danger of losing her life. Isn't that because you didn't remember her? Isn't that because you shut down your emotions about the baby? I don't know the time that she got into that accident or when she went into surgery. Maybe I didn't even know about Sophie at that point. I pulled out my Quan pad and accessed my mother's logs. I started to read them. Drew peered at them over my shoulder. Are those your mother's logs? When he saw me nod, he remarked, your mother is a good writer. I can see she loved all 4 of you children. She seemed to refer to you as the leader of the pack. I am 11 minutes older than Allie. I just wish we could enjoy the relationship again. I don't know that it is ever going to happen. I get a bad feeling every time Kane, her husband's name, is mentioned. Maybe I should be looking into him. I think I should go through my mother's logs first though. What if she never goes back to the Allie you remember as a child? What if too much has happened for her to ever be the person you used to know? What if she wants nothing to do with you? She already wants nothing to do with me, or our family. She does not believe that we are her real, biological family. All I want for her right now is for her to learn the truth. Whether she wants to take her rightful place as a Camry Madrid is up to her, but I want her to make that decision with all the facts. Right now she doesn't want the facts. She wants to cling to the version of the truth she grew up with. Is that what happened? Or did she go looking for the truth and got into that accident? You think my twins' accident was no accident? That she was looking for the truth, and she got too close to it? It is a possibility. It is definitely, but I don't want her to get hurt or killed because I wanted her to find the truth. I want to meet with her one time before she washes her hands of us forever. Drew nodded and pulled me closer. I hope you get your wish. We will deal with whatever happens together. Let's read some more of Mom's logs. I wonder if Mom ever tried to visit Allie? We engrossed ourselves in the journals when the doors opened. Are you two alive in there? I heard Tony say. I looked up at him. Are you aware that the supervisors have called an emergency hiatus? When was the last time they call one of those? 175 years ago. Since we declared war on the Zeitverschutz. Why did they call it this time? He shrugged his shoulders and said, all we know at this point is that those of the supervisors, including your grandparents, have gone into hiding. If they all went into hiding, that is a bad sign. Something is really wrong. I know where they are hiding, but that's not the point. Something caused them to go into hiding. They only go into hiding when it is an alpha red. Their version of an alpha alert. I tried to contact my grandfather to no avail. Whatever it is bad because Lord Camry is not answering our telepathic link. Even Ali answered our telepathic link, and she doesn't remember me. I am feeling panic from them. Like scared for their lives panic. We have to find out what is invoking those feelings in them because I have never felt such strong emotions of panic from this group of people. Let's tap all our contacts. Tony and I spent the next hour talking to our contacts. Tony looked at me and said, "It has something to do with this person posing as you. They are claiming to be Alexandra Madrid, and not Allison Kessler. They are claiming you are the fake and have been for years. No wonder he has stopped communicating with me. I am the one, the only, Alexandra Madrid. You can take the DNA that on file with every person's birth record and compare it to me now. I am Alex. I am not Allison. I have never been Ali." Drew played with the Diane monitor and confirmed, "Not that I did not believe you, sweetheart, but Tony, she telling the truth. The birth record for Alexandra Madrid and her match, even on the cellular level." "I know that. I did not need the proof," Tony told us, looking from one to the other. "I don't have to be an empath to sense that something is wrong with this scenario. I studied you before coming on board. You have never done anything that would indicate that your intention was to do harm. You go out of your way to help people. You have done nothing to warrant this level of panic from them. I find it difficult to believe that your grandparents would believe such nonsense about you." Drew fielded, "They don't know her enough to know that it is nonsense. You have spent time with her. I have spent a lot of time with her. We know her nature, her character. They do not, and what makes it worse is that they don't remember Allison, so they don't know a twin is in play. I don't think this is the twin. I don't think this is Ali. Mom said Ali was in danger, so I find it hard to believe that if she is in danger that she would be able to invoke this kind of panic. Unless she is the puppet and someone else is pulling strings. Even then I have trouble believing that this is Ali doing this." "But you don't know her," Tony responded, eyeing me. "I get that, but I really feel like this is not the real Ali doing this. I feel like someone is trying to take over both her and my identities. I could be wrong, but that is my hypothesis, and we can either prove it to be right or prove it wrong." "Okay, but right now, they are only taking over your life," protested Tony. Just then, I saw a woman who looked like me saying to a man, "But you can't. You can't let them take over my identity. People are going to think I am doing all those bad things." An older man in a white lab coat stating, looking at her from his stool in front of a terminal, "That is the point, isn't it? I keep you here and have these people ruin you and your twin's reputation. No one is going to believe she is the real Alexandra Madrid. I told you I do not have a twin." "Oh, but you do, and other siblings who are going to turn against her, along with her friends and family, and she, along with you, are going to be public enemy 1 and 2. Drew touched my shoulder and whispered, "Alex, are you okay?" "I don't think so. I read someone's memory. I am guessing Ali's. The real one." She told an older man in a lab coat that people were going to think she did these bad things. The older man said they were going to ruin both of our reputations, and I would not be able to prove I am the real Alexandra, that everyone would turn against me. Apparently, my ability to read memories is now coming with the ability to see the memory play out. It is unnerving to say the least. "I will not turn against you," Drew vowed, leaning his head against mine. "What if they make you?" "What do you mean make me?" "No one is going to make me turn against you. Not of your own violation." "Yes, I understand, but what if they drug you?" "They made my entire family believe I did not have a twin. They made my twin believe I am not her twin. What makes you think they cannot get to you too? They want me to feel alone, and what better way to accomplish that than by targeting my family, especially you, Drew." Drew said to Tony and me, moving his eyes from me to Tony and back again, "Then I won't be alone. I will have one of the doctors test me for drugs in my system twice a day. I cannot have you feeling alone. Especially right now. It is something I have been exposed to for decades. I don't know what it is. If I am being exposed, and you are being exposed by the same source, we have no choice until we figure out where the exposure is coming from. I forgive you both for turning against me, because it is inevitable. Drew argued. I don't need forgiveness. I don't plan on doing anything wrong. I rolled my eyes and insisted, we are dealing with forces beyond our control. Just then I heard in my mind in a language I had not heard in decades, Alex. It's Allie. I remember now. I remember our dollhouse and your doll Amelia with the wild blonde hair and those dresses you used to make her. You remember how you thought that Abby lost your teddy bear. It was me. I lost him. I left him on the bed at that hotel Mama and Daddy took on our trip to Earth. I am sorry. I am in trouble. I need your help. It was years ago. I am surprised you still remember the language we made up. Where are you? Why are you in trouble? I am sorry I didn't remember you and the family before this. We didn't remember you either. We had all been drugged with a memory-erasing drug. The rest of the family doesn't remember you right now. Did Mama come to you too?